In Norse mythology, Ragnarok is the end of the universe, gigantic war between the Jotnar and man and God. Well, man and God teaming up against the Jotnar. The course events that lead up to and signal Ragnarok are the death of Balder, the god of light, who was the symbol of hope, peace, and beauty, a god who was incredibly talented. Then there's Fenrir, the giant wolf that was bound by a rope as soft as wool, but harder than any metal, and was crafted by the dwarves. Fenrir will break from these binds and will grow bigger and stronger as he eats everything in his path. Fimbulwinter, an extremely heavy winter, covers the land preceding the war, and the evil Jotnar race marches on Midgard and floods to kill mankind. What I just said are all events that take place in Norse mythology and are nearly mirrored in the world of Black Clover. So guys, I will be streaming some Realm Royale tonight. I'll be streaming on this channel at roughly 8 o'clock Pacific. It might be a little late, kind of depends. It might be a little early. Just turn notifications on if you want to be notified when that stream starts. Come in. It's a fun time. My squad goes off on Realm Royale. You have like a 50% win rate on stream, and it's just a good fun time. It's on this channel, Broku, on YouTube.
I chicken the mage. He's running.
Alright,
I'm chasing.
I don't know the... Oh! Somebody's coming in from the forge? Or from where we came? On me! Chicken!
Chicken. Are you guys up top?
Dubs! Dubs! First stream! Let's fucking go!
Let's go.
Ah!
And we were
Starting with Lumiere and his symbolism and parallel to Balder in Norse mythology. Balder was Odin's son, who was born with light magic. He was incredibly powerful and talented, and was also the next great hope for the gods. His mother Freya was so protective of him, she put a protection charm on him, meaning he could never take damage. The charm covered all of everything in the 9 realms, except for one mistletoe tree. The other gods would play games with Balder by trying to strike him with weapons and watching them pointlessly bounce off his impenetrable and invulnerable skin. But Loki the trickster would find the lone mistletoe tree that was free of the charm, converted that tree into a spear, and gave it to Balder's brother. This spear would kill Balder, putting Odin and Freya in great despair, and this is the signaling of Ragnarok. This in a way mirrors Lumiere's story. Having rare light magic, being incredibly talented, and being the next great hope, only to have their careers set short by some trickster god. Both being tricked by opposing races that had, tricksters. The grid in a way fits the Loki archetype. Loki being a Jotun, Sigrid a devil, both being very scheming and malevolent, both tricking beings of light. Now in the sense of Fenrir, the wolf that Charming is accompanying her, it's very likely Fenrir himself, a relative, or just some symbolism and inspiration from the Norse myths. Fenrir is a giant wolf, so Charming's wolf matches that so far. Both are known for eating. The wolf has food magic, and he eats all magic and gifts the mana from it to Charmy. Now Fenrir in the myths, he attempts to eat the multiverse. Eating the sun, moon, and many stars, he pushes to consume all the 9 realms. Also, Fenrir is tied to the dwarves. Odin and his fellow gods were fearful of Fenrir. Being Loki's son, a Jotun, and being massive in both size and power, despite just being a puppy, Odin felt a sense of dread. Fenrir was fated to defeat Odin in battle on Ragnarok and eat him. So because of this, Odin tasked the dwarves with creating a material that could bind the beast, as all the strongest magical chains the Aesir attempted were easily broken by the giant wolf. The dwarves created a rope made from various concepts that didn't exist. Sound from a cat's footsteps, a woman's beard, mountain roots, and more. This rope was as soft as wool, but harder than any magical chains the gods could have conceived of. This would bind Fenrir, and actually only set Odin's fate in. Had he just become friends with the beast, he may have averted his fate, but binding Fenrir only created a hatred that would one day give him the motivation to kill and eat Odin. It's important to tie in the dwarves because we know Charmy is a half-dwarf, and her cotton magic was in a way binding away her dwarven powers and her great wolf. While it was soft as wool as stated in the myths, not cotton, Charmy creates sheeps. Sheeps create wool. So the symbolism of Charmy and Fenrir is heavily there. Also, Dante is currently trying to bring an army of devils into the Black Clover world to wreak havoc and destroy everything, which is similar to the Jotun army, marching into Midgard. Also, the way that Dante wants to bring the devils into the realm is a play on Norse mythology and Jewish mythology. William's World Tree magic, which has many ties to the Tree of Life and Yggdrasil, pairing that with Yami's arcane dark magic to create the Tree of Qliphoth and transport the devils into the world. There are actually so many Norse ties to William's World Tree magic, I made an entire video on it, and actually predicted that Dante would need William's World Tree magic to bring devils into the Black Clover world. But this makes me wonder, will Fenrir or even Charmy become a villain at some point? And the answer is yes. It actually is possible, not saying it will be, just possible. Charmy went against her allies and friends just because she went into a gluttonous state. This is partially why Fenrir was so angry in the Norse myths and wanted to eat everything, because he was binded away. He didn't get to eat for basically time immemorial. We don't know how long he was binded for, but during that time he didn't get to eat. So when he's finally unchained and it's Ragnarok, that's why he wants to eat everything, because he's starving. And so that is partially why he is so angry in the myths too, is because of hunger. So if hunger can take over Charmy like that and get to the point where she's, attacking innocent Heart Kingdom citizens, taking over the land, Petrov tries to stop her. It took Asta and Rill. She almost took down Asta. Remember, Rill did have to kind of save base Asta there. So this ties her with Fenrir. Fenrir is a rage monster in the Norse mythology. He's incredibly mad at Odin for binding him and tricking him. And like I already just said, Charmy's rage is already recently shown to be evil. And her gluttonous state in the Heart Kingdom was not a great showing for how benevolent she is. So I think at some point I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Fenrir becomes the villain, which is Charmy's wolf, or Charmy herself. Now, that's not saying that it's likely, but just think of how powerful a villain Charmy could be if she was just, her power is ridiculous. She can eat magic and then take that magic and put it into herself, into her own power. Now, I think this just all means that Ragnarok is coming in Black Clover, or it's already here, or it's already on the doorstep, because you have the symbolism for Lumiere's death. You have Fenrir being basically unbinded. You have Dante trying to bring an army of devils into the world through World Tree magic and dark magic. And this brings another thing. We know that Jotuns in Norse mythology, which if you don't know, Jotun are giants in Norse mythology. The thing is, though, is that a giant isn't the proper, basically, it isn't the proper translation for Jotun. Jotuns are just basically the evil gods. They are the size of men, but they are shapeshifters, so they can become giant. And they also, some are just giants, some are just the size of normal men, some are even bigger, and then most are shapeshifters and have weird godlike powers. So they are just kind of the opposing evil force to the gods. And they are known for having power of darkness. So having Yami's dark magic with William's World Tree magic, that would make sense of how you could get the devil or the Jotuns or the devils through. So, might be parallels between devils and Jotuns in this story, and the fact that they're from a different realm. And this would make sense why the Spade Kingdom is the land of the devils. This is because Spade is a country of snow and cold. The Jotuns in Norse mythology live in Jotunheim, a giant ice planet or ice realm, a very cold realm, and that's what the Spade Kingdom is. Is this why the devils are very keen to coming through the Spade Kingdom? Is this because of how cold it is? It's their natural affinity towards it? Might actually be. But with that being said, guys, this probably means that Ragnarok is here. It is very close. It is coming. This is because of Lumiere being killed. This is because of Fenrir. This is because of Dante trying to bring an army of devils into the world through the World Tree magic and arcane dark magic. This is all very, very interesting stuff. And it's going to be a war just like the War of Ragnarok. It's a giant war. And we do know that stuff's going to happen. Remember, Julius predicted it's either Asta's going to die, the Clover Kingdom will be destroyed, or both. Now, if the Clover Kingdom is destroyed, it could be because it is Ragnarok, and this war will wipe out the planet, or wipe out most of the planet, and there's not going to be a lot of people left over afterwards, or it's just going to be kind of like a, you know, post-apocalyptic or dystopian future from after that war, or maybe it's just the Clover Kingdom's wiped out, but everybody gets evacuated to the Heart Kingdom, and that's where like the new, I guess, kingdom or United Kingdom is started. With that, yeah, Ragnarok is very likely here based on all the stuff that Tabata's put in. We already know that Tabata takes inspiration from Norse mythology. I don't know why people try and clown on me for saying it. It's literally stated in the guidebook that he took William's World Tree magic from Yggdrasil in Norse mythology. That's why it has several Norse names tied with it, like Mistletoe. So, yeah, Tabata does take a lot from Norse mythology. I'm not just some idiot here who doesn't know what he's talking about. All of this seemingly adds up. And remember, I made that theory that the Dark Triad were going to bring devils into their world through William's World Tree magic before it was stated in the story by using Norse mythology. But people thought that theory was dumb, and then it becomes true. So just remember, guys, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying this is all interesting stuff that might not be a coincidence. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys all have an amazing day. Also, you know, I'm going to be streaming more often. Basically every night, roughly 8 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be streaming Realm Royale. It's a very fun third-person class-based fantasy battle royale. I actually run warrior. I use the sword build, so I run around like Asa, just clapping cheeks on these fools. We go off on stream. I think that on stream so far, it's like a 50% win percentage of these battle royales. Like my squad goes off, and I'll probably be streaming Quartet Knights at some points, and then Spellbreak, which is a fantasy magic battle royale that is actually almost like if Black Clover had a battle royale. That's what it kind of looks like. But with that being said, hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus,
There was still a guy up where I was standing.
I'm fast.
So watch your backs.
Oh shit, guy behind us right now.
That LMG's pretty good, isn't it?
Where did that gold burst go? Oh, it's over here. No, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Trevor's chicken, high ground.
I'm chicken.
They're on high ground. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm chicken.
I'm watching the wrong person.
This guy
I
behind
killed
us
someone,
at the
but I
same
got
time.
chicken. Sit down.
Dude, how is this guy still alive?
Next to you, guy.
Nice.
Give me your fucking shields. Up top, up top. Oh shit.
Good
Up
shot.
top, up top. Shielding shout, shielding shout.
I'm so close to you.
I think up
Gold
top.
shield, gold sword right on me too.
I'm pushing up this staircase.
I need to fucking reload. God, this is getting intense, guys.
You guys should come meet up with me. There's a guy
I'm gonna go
over
for
here.
res. Oh, guy up top. On the stairs. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I'm a chicken.
No!
On the porch.
Give me your armor. Give me your armor. Oh, no, he didn't drop. Oh,
Right there, right.
give me your armor. Give me your armor. Oh
The
my.
armor is behind you.
Give me the. Oh my god, come on.
Oh shit. Guy right by me. Chicken me as I got up.
That might have been all she
Oh, he's
wrote.
gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Killed me.
Go for the res. That'll get both of us, actually. Nice, Sue. Jeez, this is 90 seconds.
He's below you, the guy
Oh,
that
there's a
killed
dude
me. He's gonna
downstairs
come
coming
from
up,
behind.
coming up. I'm on you. Ah! Help!
Same guy that killed me.
He dropped down. He's hella weak though. Chicken him. Get his ass.
Nice, Sue. So there's still 5 other people.
I'm gonna take high ground again.
Still have a minute on the res. Watch your 6. Yeah, there's guys behind you, Archer.
There's a purple healing shot in here too.
Oh, there's a dude down there.
Nice. His gatekeeper is no match for the LMG.
God, this game's intense right now.
Oh, heal, heal, heal.
Oh, somebody else just got chicken. Oh, dude, there's only 3 people left. And you guys, your res is on. We gotta come protect them while they're res. Oh,
15 seconds.
I'm gonna drop, like, probably down. as
Dude,
soon as I
Archer,
do
I
this.
cannot believe you lived through all that. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was my
Oh.
hero's journey.
Oh, on the board,
Dude,
fucking bitch!
I'm amazing fire.
One more person. Hey, let the res go off.
Oh, he's on me.
Ooh,
Dub, 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 dub. Let's fucking go!
Bro.
This sword is unstoppable in this
It's so
sword.